Hello everyone, I'm Paul Themmaster Chef, otherwise known as Paul Themmaster Chef. And today I will be preparing for y'all some ravioli parmigiana di marinara. Okay, so first you're gonna need some all-purpose flour. I just got mine from the local Walmart. You can get it from anywhere you want. You can get it from H-E-B, Costco, wherever. Okay, next I have some grated Parmesan cheese. I got this from H-E-B, but you can get it from Walmart, Costco, H-E-B, wherever. Okay, next you're gonna have some large brown eggs. I got mine at the H-E-B, but you can get it from Walmart, Costco, H-E-B, wherever. And next I have some American cheese. This is my favorite type of cheese, by the way. American cheese stacked on some ketchup. The ketchup won't be used. It's just a little placeholder for the American cheese. Next, we're gonna have some H-E-B traditional pizza sauce. I didn't have any marinara sauce, but I got this from H-E-B. You can get it from Walmart, Costco, H-E-B, wherever. And that's the lineup.
Paul, the Master Chef!
Alright guys, the next step of this cooking process for ravioli is we're gonna need 4 tablespoons of flour on the plate. Alright. That's 1 tablespoon. 2. 3. 4. Okay, here's what we have so far. I've made a little hole in the middle of this flour so that we can separate an egg yolk and put it in there. Alright, I've got a large brown egg. It doesn't really matter the color. But I got a large egg and I'm gonna crack it and separate the yolk. So first, you wanna open it and put it in your hand. Whoa. That can be on the plate for a little bit, it's okay. Now, toss it in between my hands until the little white part it'll split eventually, as long as you're patient. It'll pop off. There we go. Alright, now you have an egg yolk. Alright, so we're gonna mix this in now. I'm just gonna add another egg to my egg yolk stuff because I didn't add enough egg yolk before the first step, and you could see it broke there for a second and I missed a cup, but that's fine. We can always clean it up, and I was able to put it back in the pasta quickly enough for it not to matter that it broke. And this mixing might take a little bit of time because it takes a little bit of time to make this dish, and this is what might take some of the time up. So I'm just going to be mixing it, kind of kneading it as we go, adding the flour to it, making sure it's all incorporating in there, all 4 tablespoons of flour, so that we have a perfect consistency dough. This is looking divine. So I'm not making that many raviolis, but you want it to be like a nice consistency like this. You can like really mash it, and it's a little bit sassy with you, but that's okay. So now you're gonna need a roller and a nice little place to roll or something like a mat. And I've got one right here. That was a close one. I've also got a roller right here. So what you're going to want to do is sprinkle the workspace a little bit with some flour, if you know what I mean. Make sure it doesn't stick at all. And place that right there. Take a roller and just roll. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot one step. Put a little bit of sprinkling of flour on this little thing and roll. You're gonna want it nice and flat. Alright guys, now that it's gone pretty flat, what we're gonna wanna do is to fold it over, and we're gonna repeat that step 3 times. So we're gonna fold it over, put a little bit of flour on it, and then continue to flatten it out 3 more times, or 1 more time after this. So this is our 2nd time. Okay, it's not really going to stick. You know what guys, I just remembered, we're gonna wanna put some water under this. So, come with me now as I go to the kitchen to get some water. So, all we're gonna really need to do is wet our hands a little bit so that we can wipe the water onto the dough. So I'm wiping the water onto the dough here so that they can stick together and not be all nasty and flappy like a little mouth. Alright, now add a little bit of flour because I wet the top on accident. This is not good. Add a little bit of flour because I wet the top on accident. And now we can get back to rolling. So I've gone ahead and wet the dough again, and now we can fold it and then roll it one last time. So we fold it, and I'm gonna put some powder on the surface again so that it's not so sticky. And I'll put some on the top too. Now, time to roll it one last time. Okay, I finished rolling the dough and now it's extravagantly thin. As you can see, it's about as thin as a small stack of papers, and that's about how thin you want it to be. Now I'm gonna cut some squares into this. Well, not really squares, little diamonds into this so that I can make the raviolis. Alright, I've gone ahead and made 4 little square triangle guys. I have a little bit of scrappage, but I'm not feeling like using that to make any more. That's so much extra work, and we don't even need to do that for me. Alright, so the next step is for the process is we're gonna want to take the American cheese and open it up so that we can begin putting it onto our ravioli. We want little cheese squares so that we can place them in the ravi and oli. Alright, now we need one more little cheese square, so I'm just going to combine this cheese. Actually, this should be perfect. Alright. That's going to be a little consistent cheese ball, if you know what I mean. So, now I'm placing all the cheese onto their respective ravi and olis. And you kind of want to center it pretty perfectly, or else this next step will be pretty hard. And voila! So the next step we're going to take is we're going to wet the edges of this so that it'll fold together nicely. Fold it over. And now we're going to want to pinch these edges together, make sure nothing undoes itself inside of the boiler. We really don't want that to happen. Okay guys, I've made 5 perfectly pinched raviolis. Nothing will fall out of these, I assure you. They are so good, they will taste so delicious after we boil them. Alright, now, time to go boil the ravioli. This can't taste that bad. I really don't understand why you brought me in here. I was cooking, you know.
Well, Paul, honestly...
Paul the Master Chef.
Paul the Master Chef, I just wanted to know, I mean, how is this entire process gonna, I know you're a busy person. I know you're working all the time, working on your most famous recipes, including the macaroni and chives, and your world famous mac and roni and cheese. And I know you've made a lot of famous and amazing progress in the food industry. How is this new recipe that you're creating gonna affect your career?
Okay, so this might be substantially one of my most famous recipes to date. I haven't released any of my recipes to the public. I haven't filmed any of my recipes. This is the first time I've done any of that, and I am so excited to see what impact it will have on the cooking world and the cooking nation to date.
Do you think it might, this film, do you think it might skyrocket you past Chef Boyardee?
Well, one might say that. I personally wouldn't say that. Chef Boyardee, he's so far up there. No chef is going to skyrocket past him from just one single film.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, Chef Boyardee is incredible. I've heard you've worked with him in the past. He's one of your trainers. Am I wrong to say that? Or
no. It's the other way around. I trained Chef Boyardee to be the chef he is today.
Okay.
He learned it all from me.
Now, Paul, the Master Chef, I have one last question for you, and it's very important that I ask this to you. The baby doll, Paul, is it true that he is your father?
The baby doll Paul. Did you just ask if he was my father?
Yes.
Well, to put it in a way that one might simply understand. This baby doll, he made me who I am today. He did not make me. He made me who I am today. You see, I learned everything I knew from him. And people started thinking, since I was around him so much, that he was my father. Like, I'm not his son. I'm just like his pupil. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And I know I said that was the last question, but I have a little follow-up question.
No. So after that disgusting little interview, that disgusting little thing that we just did, I have set the stove to high, and now we're waiting for a pot to boil. So the pot's boiling now, and we're ready to put the raviolis in the boiling pot. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna bring it down to a 4 so that it can cook. And we'll place the raviolis in one at a time. Alright, I've set the pasta to boil and broil for 4 minutes, and now we're just going to wait for it to finish cooking so that we can serve up these delectable fettuccinis. I'm kidding. I'm not laughing. Now the cheese is melting in the brilliant little shells, and they are emasculating and Dijonnating. Perfect, it's finished. Alright, so a little switch up of the little pasta sauce. It may look like I poured it into a little container, but I homemade this just now. Alright, turn off your stove, and now it is time to plate them. Very slippery, if you know what I mean. Very slippery. I hope you all try this out. Trust me, it tastes actually so good. They're a little bit moist. Time to put the sauce and Parmesan on it. This is gonna be so good. A little bit there, a little bit there. That is some perfect sauce spread. Now time to put the Parmesan on it. The final step before we can devour this frankly. Oh, that looks so good. Alright guys, time for the taste test. That's good, guys. Y'all need to try this. Alright, bye guys. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Have fun with cooking these. And have a good day out of here.
Excuse me, Paul Master Chef. It's time for the post-game interview. Hello, Paul the Master Chef.
Hi.
How'd you like your meal?
It tasted pretty good. It tasted divine, actually. Every last one of the viewers try it.
Was it surprising for you?
No. Why would it be surprising? I've cooked this 1,000 times before.
Did you think that the Parmesan and the homemade sauce really elevated it to the next level?
No. No. I thought that the delicious cheese. No. I thought that no. I thought that the. Oh my gosh. No. I thought that the. No. I thought that the delicious cheese elevated it to the next level, paired with my wonderful pasta, homemade pasta, and you know what? Put that final, just elevated it to the next level. The Parmesan and the homemade sauce. Those really elevated it to the next level.
So, it seems like a lot of people after this are going to be taking a liking to you, Paul the Master Chef. How does that make you feel?
Well, I guess there's always consequences of making a video like this.
Are you going to be ridiculed for your actions here today, do you think?
Who would want to ridicule me for making a masterpiece?
That's bold.
What? What's bold about it? What's bold about it?
Claiming...
Tell me, who would want to ridicule me for making that masterpiece?
Now, Paul, I don't want to make you upset. You are astounding. I mean,
How dare you!
I mean, truthfully, tonight, you blew me out of the water. I mean, you blew me away. I think what you made today was
like an explosion?
Yes. I think what you made today was a masterpiece. I think it should be put in
the Food Hall of Fame.
The Food Hall of Fame. The Food Hall of Fame. Dare I say, Bobby Flay's next cookbook.
Really? You think it's good enough?
I think it's good enough.
You think it's good enough?
I think it's good enough. Now, Paul Master Chef, it was lovely.
Thank you for saying that. That really made my day. You saying that?
No problem.
Really made my day.
No problem, Paul Master Chef. Well,
thank you. I really want you to know. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for saying that.
No problem. I think you were.
Sorry, I had to freshen up after crying for so long.
I made you cry?
Yeah, you really hurt my feelings. Yeah, you really hurt my feelings back there, and I just wanted you to know. You astound me how mean you are, how rude you are. I really hate you, you know?
Paul, I'm gonna need you.
Shut up! Let me talk. You really hurt my feelings. You really broke my heart back. You really broke my heart back there, and you really upset me.
Why? Well, I mean, I only complimented you.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Whenever I said your recipe should be in Bobby Flay's next cookbook.
You really think that?
I do.
You really do?
Yes.
Is that all?
Really?
Well, Paul.
Well, I want to thank you for just saying that. That really made my day, you know. I just want to thank you. And
thank you, Paul.
thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, Paul, okay. No. Sit down. Paul, we really need to wrap this up, Paul.
What?
I really need you to sit down.
I was joking. I wasn't good. I'm sorry. I needed to freshen up after crying for so long.
Now, Paul, as a conclusion...
When are we gonna end this interview?
As a conclusion to this recipe...
How long is this gonna take?
What do you want the world to know?
Try it.
That's all. Thank you very much, Paul.
Yep, you're welcome.